Uh, 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 alright. Oh my goodness, I don't know why it was taking me so long to say this, but moving on. Let's back it up to 50cc. Let's switch back to Toadette, and we're not going to use this freaking bike ever again. Let's use the Blue Falcon. Holy crap baskets. Cushion wheels. Or should we use something else? The P-Wing? No, we already used that one. Let's switch it up. Let's go with the Blue Falcon. And if that doesn't work out, we're going back to the vehicle that I always use. Alright, boom. 50cc Shell Cup. And oh boy, we're heading into the Retro Cups now. And I recognize some of these tracks. Actually, one of them I recognize from Mario Kart Wii, Moo Moo Meadows. Moo Moo Meadows got redesigned for Mario Kart 8, which it looks very beautiful. A lot different from Mario Kart Wii's version. And this is also another battle track, or another track for battle mode. And I could, once again, this is like one of those open areas again, so that's why most of these tracks that have like open areas most of these racetracks that have open areas are most likely going to be battle tracks. I guess that's kind of what they went with, which it's not really a bad thing, but I can understand why they would do that. And this is not the same as the original Moo Moo Meadows, obviously. It's a different design in terms of graphics and of the track itself, I'm pretty sure, because I don't remember, I really don't remember the Mario Kart Wii version looking like this. Maybe it does. I haven't played Mario Kart Wii in a long time, so you guys will have to remind me on that if this is the same design to Mario Kart Wii's version. Oh my goodness, there is so much noise going on outside. It's because the area I live in just happens to be an area where planes will fly over a lot. Like every single time a plane comes in, you can always hear it. You probably can't hear it right now because you have Mario Kart 8 playing, but if you have a very good sense of hearing, you will probably hear a faint sound of an airplane. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry, baby Luigi. I had to do that. It was hard not to do it. Boy, what else should I talk about? Well, the day that you're going to be seeing this will be the day before I take my U.S. history final. And my U.S. So this video, or this portion of the recording session is going up on May 3rd. And I'm having my U.S. history test, or my U.S. history star test, on May 4th, so May the 4th be with me. Oh, Star Wars reference. You gotta, like, appreciate the Star Wars puns right there. And that's kind of a corny pun, though. May the 4th be with me on May 4th. So I hope you guys wish, or I hope you guys wish May the 4th be with me on May 4th. And if anyone else is having any kind of testing, May the 4th be with you on that day. And this track right here, I'm pretty sure is from Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. I wasn't paying attention to the name because I was too busy talking. See, that's what happens when I start talking, then I get sidetracked and don't recognize things and don't remember things. So, excuse me for that. I'm not doing it on purpose. Yoshi and Wario, why do you guys have to be my rivals? Well, I like Yoshi, but in this game, he's annoying. Because he's always giving me a hard time when I play as Toadette, and I hate it! Dun, 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 dun. Boom, baby, boom! Alright, now I'm gonna start paying attention, because so I can at least know the name of this next racetrack. Oh, Cheep Cheep Beach from Mario Kart DS! I remember playing this on Mario Kart DS. It was definitely a lot harder on Mario Kart DS, I will tell you that much. Like, the Mario Kart DS did not have this jump thing, obviously, but it was pretty difficult, but it was still enjoyable regardless. Like, the turns were a lot harder to make, and you know, the controls on the DS or 3DS. If you have a 3DS, you can play Mario Kart DS on there if you just prefer to play it that way. And speaking of the DS, I've always wondered why Nintendo put the DS games on the Wii U, or on the Nintendo eShop for Wii U. I never understood that. Like, they put Mario Kart DS, they put Mario Party DS, then they recently just put Super Mario 64 DS, when they already have Super Mario 64 for Nintendo 64 on the eShop. I never understood that. Because if you already have the original, if you have the original Super Mario 64 like I do on the Wii U, like, I recently just got this, by the way, so I'm not that far into the game. I need to get further though. And then I also have I also have a hard copy of Super Mario 64 DS. I need to play that more too. There's a lot of games that I need to play more, but it's hard to make time. So I gotta find some way to make time for all that. But so I never understood why they put DS games like why did this need to happen? Alright, but anyway, so I never understood it. I thought it really didn't make any sense. Like, why didn't they put all that stuff on the 3DS eShop? Because some of those games are meant to be played on handhelds, but I guess they thought it would be easier for people who had no experience with a DS or a 3DS to be able to play it with the Wii U, because you could use the gamepad for that. And that, I guess they wanted to make it easier for make easier controls for the game. But I like the controls of the DS. Some people complain about it, or actually most people complain about it when it comes to Super Mario 64 DS, because they don't like the D-pad. And everyone just got upset about it. I never had a problem with it. Like, I never really... Like, I played Super Mario 64 DS a lot when I was a kid, and I had my own fair share of getting enraged and all that crap, but I never blamed the controls at all. I somehow found a way to adjust to those controls, and I beat the game overall when I was a kid. So it was pretty amazing. But now, but my point is, if I can adjust to it, so can you. Don't be a little pansy. Just because you screwed up, you fell off the edge. Everyone falls off the edge whenever they play a Super Mario game. It always happens. No one's perfect. Alright, but so back to what I was saying. I wish that they would have added those DS games onto the 3DS eShop, because I think some of those games are meant to have the controls of a DS or a 3DS, and not a Wii U gamepad or a Wii Classic controller or Wii U Pro controller. I think it was meant to be for DS and 3DS controls, which is why it came out as that type of game in the first place. Ouch! That wasn't fun. You could have hurt everyone in those buses. I'm telling that to the person who threw the blue shell, because that was not cool. But again, back to what I was saying. Now, when they added Mario Party DS, I guess that I can see why, because Mario Party DS is pretty fun, and that one seems like it can go both ways for the DS and the Wii U, so I can see why they put it on the shop, on the Nintendo eShop for Wii U. But the thing is, you can only play by yourself. You can't play with anyone else. Whereas if you have a DS or a 3DS, you can link up with people very easily and play. So that's the only disappointment I have with it on the Wii U Nintendo eShop. Holy crap, though, I've been talking so much. I need to take a drink. So give me a second. Oh gosh. Oh, and by the way, that racetrack that I just talked like all the way through was Toad Turnpike. Or Toad's Turnpike, not Toad Turnpike. I gotta be correct on the names for all these racetracks. But look at that! A gold green shell trophy. Pretty nice, and a 3-star ranking to go with it. I think I already had a 3-star ranking, but whatever. I kept the title of a 3-star ranking for that.